Hello and welcome. My name is Ms. Valerie Allen Porterfield, the Director of Enrollment Management, and this video was designed to give you an illustration on how to complete the admissions process and submit the required documents that you need to the Office of Admissions. Again, I am going to discuss admissions and student communications in this section. We will discuss the documents that are required for admissions and how to submit them, how to track receipt of your required documents using your new My Trenum student portal, your admission status and what each of them mean, logging into your Trenum student email account, also known as your Microsoft Office account. What are selective programs and how should I apply for them? My admission status is unconditional. What happens next? First, let's look at required documents for general admissions for first-time, returning, and transfer students. Take a look at the admissions checklist. First, you will complete your online application. Then you will submit your valid photo ID and your in-state tuition residency form. Both of these can be completed on an online form that I will show you shortly in this section. Or you can mail a photocopy of both the residency form and your valid ID to our mailing address. Next, you will submit an official high school transcript or GED transcript. In order to be considered official, transcripts must be sent directly from the high school to Trenum State Community College. Official GED transcripts can be sent electronically by making an online request at ged.com/lifeafterGED. These links are also provided for you on the admissions webpage. Next, if you are a transfer student, having had attended a college or university prior to applying for Trenum, you will have your official transcripts from all other colleges attended sent to Trenum State Community College as well. For those students who have achieved a minimum of a bachelor's degree, you are only required to submit your transcript from the granting institution. For those students that are transient student, in addition to the application, the valid photo ID, and the residency form, you will also submit an official transient letter, also known as a letter of good standing, from the college or university's registrar's office. You can mail this form to our P.O. Box, or you can scan and email a copy of the form to admissions@trenumstate.edu. Please be mindful that a new application for admission must be completed each semester that you plan to attend Trenum State as a transient student. Our selective programs are practical nursing, registered nursing, diagnostic medical sonography, medical radiologic technology, and respiratory therapy. In addition to meeting all general admissions requirements of the college, these programs will require a separate admissions application, and they also have several admissions requirements that must be met by a publicized application deadline. Placement into these selective programs is not automatic. Once your application to the college for general admissions is received, initially, your major will be updated to reflect general education, as you will be assigned to the faculty advisor for the selected program that you're interested in. Once, or should you be selected for the selected program, then at this time, your major will be updated. Selective programs are highly competitive. Students are selected based on an objective scoring system for each of these programs. Students selected for admissions to the programs will generally exceed the minimum admissions requirements for those programs. Stay current. Prospective students should contact the faculty or staff or visit the program section of the college's website for up-to-date information as it relates to the program's requirements, the application, and its deadlines. How do I submit my documents to admissions? If you go to our website at www.trentumstate.edu and click on Apply Now at the top right-hand corner of the page, it will take you to the admissions page. Here, you will click on the red box that says How to Submit My Documents to Trentum. Here, you will find a checklist with hyperlinks that you can click on that will take you to the electronic forms to upload your residency form and to upload your valid ID. Here, you will also find the hyperlink to request your high school transcripts, which is needmytranscripts.com. You will find the hyperlink to order your GED should you need to submit your GED transcript. You will also find our mailing address for those of you who want to mail your transcripts or your ID and residency form into the school. You will also find the contact information for our testing center should you need to take the Accuplacer test. And more information will be given to you a little later in the source sessions as it relates to the Accuplacer test, who needs to take the Accuplacer test, and what students will be exempt from the Accuplacer test. The residency form is an electronic form. That is your in-state tuition residency form. Once you complete this form, or during the completion of this form, you will be asked to upload a valid government photo ID. Once you do this, then that will be your second step for submitting information needed for admissions. So make sure you click the submit button here. Once you come, if you don't click the submit button, your form will not be submitted. So make sure that you give us your electronic signature. After you give the electronic signature, make sure you hit submit. Requesting college transcripts. We do participate in the electronic delivery of college transcripts through eScript, Parchment, and the National Clearinghouse. You will have to contact your previous college to see what their instructions are for requesting transcripts from their schools and to see if they too participate in the electronic delivery of transcripts. If they don't, please have them to send your transcripts to our physical mailing address. Trentum State Community College, Office of Admissions, P.O. Box 10048, that's Montgomery, Alabama, 36108. There are 3 different admissions types, with the first being your pending. New applicants who have not submitted their in-state tuition residency form and their valid government photo ID will remain in a pending status until we receive those 2 documents. Once we receive those, your status will move to conditional. Even if you submit transcripts to the college and you have not submitted your in-state tuition form and ID, you will remain in a pending status. So be sure to get that form and that ID to us as soon as you complete your application so we can go ahead and move your application to the next status. An unconditional status Those students who have submitted all required documents to include all required transcripts will be considered as unconditional students. You are now ready to register for your classes. Dr. McBride will speak to you about how to register for your classes in the next section of the source session. She will talk to you about registration. Okay. Student communications, My Trenum portal, and student email. These are your official forms of communication from the college. All students are assigned an email account that is accessed using their student A number. Your student email address will be your student A number at trenumstate.edu. Your default password will be Trenum, exclamation mark, 2-digit month, 2-digit year, and 2-digit day. Once you access your student email account for the first time, you will be prompted to set up security questions and connect your cell phone to your Microsoft 365 account. Please do not, under any circumstances, skip this step. You will need this information should you need to reset your student email. It is easier to go ahead and set up your security questions so that if you should need to reset your email, you can do it on your own from your own device using your own information instead of having to contact our IT support team to reset this information for you. Your student email at this time will become the official form of communication for you. All students will be given access to the Microsoft 365 suite, which includes Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook. Now, Outlook is your email address, your email account. You're going to also have OneNote, Publisher, Access, and Teams. These applications will run on your desktop or laptop, as well as mobile versions of your tablets and your phones. These applications are accessed by using your student email and password for the login and the download. So we have everything that we need as it relates to computer software as well as your email accounts for you to be successful. Next, we will discuss your My Trenum student portal. Once you log into your student portal, you will be able to track your documents for admissions to see if they have arrived at the college. You will also be able to access important financial aid information so that you can keep up with any missing documentation that is being requested from you from our financial aid office. So once you receive your A number, you need to be sure to go ahead and log on to your My Trenum student portal for the first time so that you can start tracking any documents that are needed in admissions as well as financial aid. You will also use your portal to validate your schedule, that is making payment for your schedule, and to order your books from the bookstore. So my team for Enrollment Management includes our Assistant Director of Enrollment Management, Mr. Jacory Calloway, Ms. Tracy Arthur, our Admissions and Transcript Specialist, our Advising and Retention Specialist, Ms. Vanity Hunter. We can be reached at admissions@trenumstate.edu, or you can call us at 334-420-4200. Select option 1.